Move over, crazy boy. Come on, move over. Hey. Morning. Walt here from WarGate Books, doing the Monday morning coffee cup on a Tuesday because I had to break out a different camera. My cell phone wet the bed. It had a stroke. There was a crazy update pushed for the manufacturer, and it just no bueno. So while we're waiting on a new phone, had to bust out a new camera. Of course, we got my co-host here. We have Balder looking over at the rabbit, trying to decide whether or not he wants to make the 12-foot jump down to the backyard to do some business. We got Sheena right here. Got my hand on her butt. She's hanging out, and of course, we got the giant one, Rye. Rye is about to get into a dogfight. So they're here. They'll probably increase viewership because nobody's here for me. You're here for the books and the doggos. So let's get some coffee brewing. I got some French roast from the local place down in Providence. Really nice smoky flavor. Very, very, and once again, just like last video, I apologize if you got a little bit of a shaky cam. Dogs investigating stuff. I'm sure it adds to the charm to somebody, but to me, it's, yeah, all that, whatever. So on to the books. The books. We have a couple of deals running at Audible right now. We have Warlord by Doc Spears. That's book one in the Warlord series. Think, what if John Carter was in the Special Forces and they ended up on Mars? Really fun time. It's just as fun on audio, so please check it out. It's slashed to like 60%. It's on a deal for all month. And then Riding Shotgun, we have Splashdown, which is also another book one. Blaine and Brent make a really great team in putting this universe together. Big stompy robot mechs fighting it out with aliens that are not the usual kind. So that is also on sale, slashed to like 60% of the cost. So if you like to listen to ebooks and, or excuse me, if you like to listen to audiobooks and you are not an Audible subscriber and you buy your books outright, it's a great deal. They're both book ones, so pick those up. Working in the bullpen this week, we have Apocalypse in Pieces numero 2, and that is in the Mongol short story set in the Mongol Moon universe. I can English. Apocalypse in Pieces 1 is out there in all the different formats: digital, audio, and Dead Tree format. So you should check those out. A really great introduction. If you haven't read Mongol Moon, they're a fun introduction to the Mongol Moon universe. Think it's all going to hell and somebody decided to shut off the lights. Really great World War III fiction written by a guy that really has his finger on the pulse, and I see what I did there, and knows how things could go if certain powers were to work together and cause some problems. So that second anthology is coming up. A lot of great authors in that. It's going to be a big chonky book, so we'll see what happens there. Of course, we have Jason Anspach and Nick Cole, the driving force behind WarGate Books. They are currently working Forgotten Ruin 9. That should be done shortly, and then I believe Nick is going to jump over to The Last Sergeant Thor and put his parts into play. I believe Jason's already done his parts in The Last Sergeant Thor. Yeah, things on the Forgotten Ruin front are working very well. Galaxy's Edge Season 3, Book 3 is in the works. I believe that's planning stages, and they're getting ready to launch that soon. Of course, if you need a Galaxy's Edge fix coming up relatively soon in July, you can get Wreck Jumpers #1, the first book in the series, which spins out of the Order of the Centurion team, Call Sign Valkyrie, that I originally wrote, and with Jason and Nick. It's a fun time. If you know about the Air Force Pararescue Jumpers, this is the GE take on it. They've been in a couple of the books in Season 2. Of course, they're in the Order of the Centurion book. We have book 1 and 2 done. Book 3 is almost out there. So if you're a Galaxy's Edge insider, you already have access to Rec Jumpers 1. Rec Jumpers 2, I believe, should be launching to you guys in a hot minute once we get a more cohesive cover. Of course, we could launch it with a stand-in cover. Might have to ask the boss about that. In any case, that's what's working at WarGate Books this week for our coffee cup, our canteen cup. So I'm going to start pouring. But while I'm doing that, why don't you guys hit the comments and tell us what's going on your side of the screen. But yeah, that's what we got working this week. And I'm going to pour some coffee, get after it. Oh man, you can smell the smoke coming off this. This is going to be dynamic. Nice counter for a rainy day in New England. Well, I'm going to get back to work before somebody yells at me for making too much coffee. And you guys, have a great week. Dogs going mental. Catch you guys on the flip.